once we started telling people that, hey, we're going to change it up the next one, I think they were excited, right?
I'd say so.
That's about my guy.
Yeah, I mean, they've been the fans have been really receptive to the songs we put out so far, and I think if we want to do something that truly is like a really good piece of art, it should be polarizing. It shouldn't be, it's okay. It should be either this is the best thing I've ever heard or this is the worst thing I've ever heard. And I think that's the mark of something that's really great.
Sometimes I wake up in the morning.
I don't think our record sounds anything like No Code, but that was the point that they changed, and they really kind of continued in that path for the rest of their career. And I think that the reason that we decided was because we kind of felt like we had done enough to the best of our ability in the sound that we had used sort of from our first record to our fourth. And we had felt like, I don't know if we have anything more to say in this particular avenue. And maybe rather than just continue on down the path, we would change it up.
Sometimes I dream some more.
And I think that you get to a point as a band where you start to feel that pull, where you're like, well, this is kind of something that needs to, we have to be excited about this. And if we're doing the same thing, I don't know if we're so excited. And then if we're not excited, I don't think that's good to put out.
I keep my wounds without a bandage, baby.
There's plenty of weirdness on the album, that's for sure. But it's just, I think it was just a, they're all departures in their way, in their own way, and they all kind of were recorded and written differently than the other songs that we had written previously on other albums. And for this one, we just, I don't know. I mean, I think it was really more like the sonic qualities and the tempo, obviously.
As I come stumbling through the door.
I think that we made a conscious effort to try to do as many different things on this record as we could. I think we accomplished a lot of that. But I think Get Hurt's probably somewhere in the middle as far as the range of difference goes, from like the things closest to what we're used to as opposed to the things that we're most different from.
To spend my nights in this location.
I'd say Mike brought in a lot of change for the new stuff as far as ideas, and not just like, not so much of like arranging things, even so much as like how to record the stuff and the sounds to make it sonically as dynamic as it ended up being. It was a really fun time.
Talking to spirits on the floor.
There's not like a second guitar, like it's not like a lead, like it's like more of like a sound. It's like a soundtrack. Like when you're watching a movie, it's like the three of us, the bass, the drums, and my guitar are like the movie, and Alex is like playing the music that's in the background, like the score. So but it's not in the background, it's like in the foreground.
I think I came to find the feeling, baby.
It's the type of music that I grew up listening to that wasn't, the straight kind of punk and rock stuff. I grew up listening to things like The Cure and bands that like layered a lot of stuff, My Bloody Valentine, even though they were mostly, they were all guitars and things. It's the idea that you put so much on it that you can't really tell what's what, and it all kind of blends together in this one thing to create kind of a sound that you can't get with just one thing by itself.
Between what was mine and what was yours.
Oh, the monkey skulls.
But it's
yeah,
not Monkey Skulls.
It's not called Monkey Skulls.
It's called something else.
Yeah. I can't remember what it is. Yeah, it's a sound in the M1. I can't remember what we did find it, though. We used it.
And I can't get hurt. Might as well do your worst to me.
It's all over. That kind of stuff is all over the place.
I can't get hurt. That's ding dong 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 dong. It's like tucked in there though.
Yeah.
It's not featured on its own, is it?
No, I don't think so. All that stuff
like
that we did was kind of like buried underneath other
things.
things.
Sounds like bones, like if you were playing on bones. That's what it sounds like.
Have you come here to get hurt?
It's that. It's a glockenspiel, a piano, and it's harmonics on a guitar with a chorus pedal.
Bong bong. Yeah, that's what it is. It's ding dong bong bong.
Mm-hmm.
I can't get hurt. Ding dong bong bong. That's all I hear in my head.
Have you come to take her away from me?
I think the punk ethics thing is a good thing because it really keeps bands in like a place of, you know, they think about what they're doing, and I think that that's important. I think like a band like us who did come from like a punk scene, like in a punk background, we try to carry that with us into like the bigger world of like major labels and things like that, which I think it works. And I think that, but you have to police yourselves, and you have to be sure about what you're doing, and you can't, you got to be careful, I think, not to walk on people that have helped you lift you up to a level that you've attained. That's why we still bring out people on tour that have taken us out on tour, and we still, we just try to help out, donate songs from time to time, like to just friends of ours, Maybe some things they stay, and some things go away, and maybe I was mine, and maybe you were not the same. I just feel different about a lot of things now. Like I just feel more like, you know what, I'm just glad to be here.